Hi there, my name is Devon Caldwell. Welcome to the 5th episode of Get on Your Mat Monday. In this episode, we're going to work through a flow sequence known as a Mandala flow. It's one of my favorite sequences to teach. In yoga, you might be familiar with the Mandala symbol, which is a circular symbol that represents the universe. So when we talk about a Mandala flow, we mean a circular movement around the mat. So we'll begin at the top of the mat, move around the mat in a circle. Then we'll do the other side, move around the mat the opposite way. We'll begin standing at the top of our mats. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and I hope you enjoy the practice. Begin in Tadasana or mountain pose. Feet are a little distance apart. Press strongly into the four corners of your feet, either side of the ball joint, either side of the heel. Strong through the calves. Slight internal rotation through the thighs. Core is strong. Shoulders roll back to open the chest. Palms face forward. Draw the head back to balance on the neck. Close your eyes. Deep inhale breath through the nose. Complete release through the mouth. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Draw the deepest breath you've taken today, in through the nose, and out through the mouth. Bring your hands to heart center. Inhale breath, arms sweep overhead. Exhale breath, fold forward. Inhale breath, find length through the spine. Gaze is on the floor in front of you. Maybe the tips of the shoulder blades draw together, tailbone presses to the ceiling. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, step back to downward facing dog. You might choose to come forward and take a vinyasa. The first option I'll share with you for a vinyasa is coming down to all fours and taking a couple rounds of cat-cow. Inhale breath, chest flows forward, eyes lift, belly softens. Exhale breath, round through the spine. Inhale, flow forward. Exhale, round through the spine. You can linger here as long as it feels good in the body. Then making your way back to downward facing dog. Step forward with the right foot. Dial the back foot down to 90 degrees. Check for heel to heel alignment if that feels okay in your body. Inhale breath, windmill the arms up. Lunge deeply through the front knee. Make sure you can still see your toes though. Guide the outside of the knee towards the outside of the foot. Press into the outside edges of both feet. Shoulders are extended at shoulder height. Take a peek over your back arm to make sure it's doing the same thing as your front. It might feel nice to flow here. Inhale breath, fingertips touch. Exhale breath, warrior two. Flip the front palm over. Inhale breath, pull back to reverse warrior. Exhale breath, flow forward, elbow to thigh, back arm sweeps overhead. Spin the rib cage open towards the ceiling. Inhale breath, warrior two. Exhale breath, pivot the foot. Inhale to grow tall. Send the hips back in space. Find a forward fold. Make sure your stance is nice and wide. It'll be easier to fold forward if your legs are further apart, slightly pigeon-toed. Grasp opposite elbows, sway from side to side. Head and neck hangs heavily. Release the fingertips to the mat. Walk the hands to the back of the mat as you pivot your feet to face the back of the mat. You'll find yourself in a high runner's lunge. Step back to downward facing dog. You might stay just like this, or you might flow forward to take a vinyasa. The next variation I'll offer involves flowing forward on the inhale to plank, tapping the knees down, exhale to lower. Tuck the elbows into the rib cage. Press strongly into the toenail side of the feet. Inhale breath, chest gently peels away. Exhale breath, press through the hands and knees, downward facing dog. Inhale breath, step the right foot between the hands. Dial the back foot down to 90 degrees. Arms windmill up, warrior two again. Draw the shoulders above the hips. Focus the gaze on the middle finger of your front hand. That's your drishti, or your focus point. Inhale breath, fingertips touch overhead. Exhale breath, warrior two. Move with the breath. Flip the front palm over, inhale, pull back, reverse warrior. You might bring your eyes to your top hand, or always an option to focus on your back foot to assist with balance. On the next exhale breath, move the body forward, arms sweeps overhead. Spin the ribcage open, side angle pose. Inhale breath, warrior two. Bring the hands to the hips, pivot the feet. Nice wide stance, slightly pigeon-toed. Inhale breath. Exhale, fold forward. This time, take the hands, interlace the fingers, placing them on the low back. Roll the shoulders open, and on the inhale breath, you might float your interlaced fingers overhead for a shoulder stretch. Continue to breathe while you're here. Exhale to release. Walk the hands to the top of the mat, pivot the feet. Step back to downward facing dog. Option to take a vinyasa. I'll show a slightly different variation this time. Inhale breath to flow forward. Exhale, lower all the way to the belly, nice and slow. Tuck the elbows into the side, press into the tops of the feet. Inhale breath, chest peels away. Exhale breath, downward facing dog. Inhale here. And on the exhale, move to the top of your mat. Inhale breath, spine lengthens. Exhale breath to fold. Inhale breath, arms sweep overhead. Exhale breath, hands to heart. Next, we'll complete our left side. Inhale breath, arms sweep overhead. Exhale breath, fold forward. Inhale, spine lengthens. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands. Step back to downward facing dog. Know that you can always pause in downward facing dog or take any of the other variations of a vinyasa that I've shown so far. This time, on the inhale breath, move forward to plank. Exhale, lowering to the top of a push-up. Inhale, roll over the toes, lift the chin, upward facing dog. Exhale, roll over the toes, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Step forward with the left foot. Pivot the back foot down to 90 degrees. Inhale breath, sweep the arms up. Press strongly into the feet, the outside edges. Engage through the thighs. Flip the palm over, inhale, pull back, reverse warrior. Exhale breath, elbow to thigh, back arm sweeps overhead, rib cage opens. Inhale breath, warrior two. Hands come to the hips, pivot the feet, Nice wide stance, slightly pigeon-toed. Inhale, breath. Send the hips back in space. Hinge forward. Release the peace fingers, hooking them over your big toes. Inhale to lengthen through the spine. Exhale, draw in through the belly, deeper into the fold. Bring the hands to the mat. Walk the hands to the back of the mat as the feet pivot. Step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, breath, flow forward. Exhale to lower. Roll over the toes. Inhale, breath, upward facing dog. Roll over the toes. Exhale, breath, downward facing dog. Step the left foot to the back of your mat. Back foot pivots. Inhale, breath, warrior two. Soften through the shoulders. Find a quality of openness through the chest. Flip the palm over, pull back, reverse warrior. Exhale, breath, elbow to knee, back arm sweeps overhead. Inhale, breath, warrior two. Exhale, breath, hands to hips. Pivot the feet, nice wide stance. Inhale, breath. Exhale, fold forward. This time, release the hands to the mat and take the fingertips to the edge of the back side of the mat. Walk the hands away from you. Inhale to lengthen through the spine. And on the exhale, use your hands to pull yourself a little deeper, bending through the elbows. Release the hands, walk them to the top of the mat, feet pivot. Step back to downward facing dog. Release the knees to the mat. Take child's pose for 3 breaths. So send the sitting bones back towards the feet. Release the forehead. It might be a nice option to stack your palms, rest your forehead there. Deep inhale breath, expanding through the back body. Complete exhale breath, drawing the belly button to the spine. Extend the arms long, spread the fingers. Inhale breath, move forward, tuck the toes. Exhale breath, downward facing dog. Make your way to the top of your mat. Inhale breath, spine lengthens. Exhale to fold. Inhale breath, arms reach overhead. Exhale breath, hands to heart. Namaste. Thank you so much for getting on your mat with me this Monday. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Devon Caldwell Yoga, and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss future episodes of Get on Your Mat Monday.